Alright my friends, and welcome back to the channel. And on today's video, well, we're starting off with me going to the doctor. I've been off for about 3 weeks from running, still working out, just not running, because I've had this pain in my hip and I'm struggling with how I'm going to put it across to the doctor because it's presented in a couple different ways. I'm just going to pour it all out and tell him and let the doctor make his own decision on what it may be. Probably not going to be getting any like hard and fast results today, but that's okay. This is the first step. You know, in hindsight, probably should have done this a bit sooner. I kind of thought that rest was going to be the one thing that was going to fix me, and if I rested, then I'd be fixed and I wouldn't have to go to the doctor. But it's been a little while. I'm gonna go and find out, see, get a professional opinion. While I rely on YouTube comments, Strava comments, Instagram comments to lead me in the right direction medically, sometimes it's just not enough. Today, get a professional opinion. I will check in with you guys as soon as I come out and let you know what my doctor says and what the next step is. So fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed for me. Even though by the time you see this, it's already going to be over. Keep your fingers crossed for me anyway. Okay, this is really good. There is no one here. Like, I am the only one in this waiting room. Last time I came here, it was absolutely packed. It was standing room only. Every chair was filled. You can see here looking around. There's no one in here. Hopefully I'm gonna get called in. Obviously there's no one here. I hope I'm not waiting too much longer. So I just met with my doctor. I had an x-ray before he actually saw me. You can see right here. And I'm gonna have to have a follow-up MRI. I guess it's exactly what I expected. I did expect to have to go for an MRI because if it is a stress fracture, you can't see that on an x-ray. I was happy that whatever issues I'm having were not visible on the x-ray. That's a good thing. Little wins, right? Right, back in the cloth studio. My friends, I wanted to just talk to you for a second about an article I read. The article is titled, "Consistently Good Enough Beats Occasionally Great," and I will link to it in the show notes below. So this article really touched a nerve with me because of where I'm at and how I can't run and I can't do something that I usually really look forward to. It stresses the importance of being in the moment. So enjoying where you're at, not where you want to be. It also stresses that always chasing a goal, always having that kind of carrot on the end of a stick that you are chasing does not lead for a happy life. It stresses the importance of accepting where you're at right now and just consistently doing what you enjoy. And that leads to better performance in the long run than if you constantly strive to be better and better and better every day. Basically, it says that overreaching does not lead to happiness because you can't actually enjoy it. This mindset of being in the moment with your, well, it can be anything, you know. This is a running channel, so I'm really talking about running because I have a running injury, but the mindset of being happy where you are and just consistently logging the miles can actually lead to less injury. And they say that lowered injury risk is because you don't feel the need to put forth a heroic effort every single day. There are some days when you just want to go out and you just want to enjoy your run. Now, a lot of us in the running community, we hear things about junk miles. If we're not running specifically, if we're not running specific speeds, if we're not running specific sessions, that we're stagnating. We're not doing everything we need to be. And while that's fine for if you're training for a specific race, if you've got a specific training block, I am more talking about a long-term approach to training. Eliud Kipchoge told the New York Times, and I'll link to that article down below, that he very rarely trains past 80 or 90% of his maximum effort. He says it allows him to string together weeks and weeks and weeks of consistent training, and it allows him to run with a relaxed mind. If it's good enough for Kipchoge, it's probably good enough for you and me. The article also quotes Rich Roll, and this really spoke to me. It says you have to train where you're at. And of course we all know that, right? We all know that. If I tell you you've got to train where you're at, not where you think you should be, not where you were 5 years ago, you're all looking at me going, Matt, we know this, it's obvious, right? But I'm sure that a lot of you still do it. I know I still do it, and it's something that I really need to address and just moving forward, start training where I'm at. So now I haven't run for 4 weeks. Let's say I go out for a run tomorrow. I'm not going to be where I was. So it would be inappropriate for me to go out and start at that point. Ease into it. Consistently build your miles, build your effort, and you will see a greater return. A greater return in your fitness and a greater return in your happiness. Okay, bear with me. Just a couple more things about this article that I want to get across because I really think it's going to benefit your running. I think it's going to benefit your life. Patience. Patience is a virtue, and it's a virtue for a reason because, well, it works. It's difficult and it works. Have your eye on the long game. Don't just expect instant results right away just because you're going out. Once you accept that you're actually working towards something, I promise you'll be happier. Okay, now here's the thing. I just said it was a long game, but you have to remain in the moment, and it's going to be difficult, more difficult for some of us than others. So right now I have to be in the moment with not running. I have to be in the moment with just doing different kinds of workouts that I might not ordinarily choose, but I have to choose to enjoy them and be in this moment because it's the stepping stone. It's the stepping stone forward to me running again. Also, and this article talks about it. A Harvard study showed that if you're fully present in the activity you're doing, you're not thinking about something else. So, for example, I could be doing a Peloton ride, but I'm thinking about running. It's like, I really want to be out running, but I'm going to do this. If you're fully present in your ride and appreciate what you're doing, you will be more happy than if you are thinking about something else. Again, I know this is nothing new. You guys like rolling your eyes. Matt, we know this, but someone needs to hear it. Is it you? If it is you, write in the comments below. Okay, my friends, thanks so much for staying all the way to the end of the video. If you liked it, if you were entertained, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, consider doing so right now. I will see you in a couple of days. Be kind, be happy, run well.